Morning, Kathy. Good morning, ladies. Hey, Karen. Did you see the note that Delitra was mentioned about carrying hands?
I didn't. I'll go back and look.
Yeah, I'm going to say that we're all a part of carrying hands, but I think she might be interested in the mission. And I was going to say maybe perhaps Karen White can share her experience with you.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
I was going to reply to it, but I decided to talk to you first, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to do that right now. I just got sidetracked. Thank you.
You're welcome, Claire.
You're muted, Kathy. We can't hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, then I would have told you, Claire, that I sent a message out for Delitra to hop on the call, because if she's available now, hop on and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, but she, I said that and she said next time, next week or something like that. I did make that comment.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm going to reply to her other message.
Okay. Okay. And then I said, Joanne's got a rock star on her team. Awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you. So how did he do that? How did he do just reaching out to everybody that he knows and telling them they can't
pass up this opportunity?
There you go.
And he also gave 2 people the grandma code for last night to watch.
Yeah.
And so he'll be following up with them today. Yep, he's just, well, his goal is to leave the corporate world sooner rather than later. And, you know, he's been a customer since, I guess, like November of 2018.
Hi, Alan. I see Alan.
Hello.
I forget that I'm not sitting down right now.
That's fine.
She got me working.
Good. That's all right. That's wrong with that. Teamwork. She needs help. She's blowing things up.
Hey, Joanne?
Yes.
How is Tony related?
How is he what?
Related.
Is he related?
Oh, yes. He
It's
is
Mary
Mary Ann's brother-in-law.
Mary Ann's brother-in-law. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, her husband's brother. And so literally we have had him in, taking the product. He's been a customer since 2018, the end of 2018. And it wasn't a good time because that was when his dad had, you know, the lung cancer. And although, if y'all haven't heard this story about his dad, when they first MRI'd his brain, he had 4 tumors. And we got him on the Kyani big time. When they went to do the radiation, they had to do another MRI. They couldn't find all 4 tumors. So Mary Ann and I are convinced that the Kyani did this. And they convinced him to get on a study, you know, MD Anderson did. And so he had to stop taking the product. Now, when I told this to my cardiologist, Dr. Dukeman, he said, if something is working for you, he said, I don't care if you're in a study or not, and I don't care what they tell you, you keep taking it. And I thought, Okay, that's something from my memory box. And he is a renowned cardiologist, and that was his statement. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Tony decided that the opportunity was here, and he finally decided he had worked through that whole, what is my vision? What do I want out of this? You know, and that was where he stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday night, working on his vision. And so, I mean, he is so pumped right now. You couldn't deflate him if you tried. He is on his way. He is going to do this. So I'm really, really proud of him that he understands now and understands the opportunity is here. You just have to go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one thing that I've heard Joanne say 3 or 4 times, so it's a word that we all stay away from, but it's like it's working, so why not? And that's opportunity. And you know, so many times we're like, you know, but people are really looking for opportunities right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be worth reaching back out to people and using it. Yeah, can't pass up this opportunity. And to see, you know, some people have had a taste of working from home or just the things that they can get done when they are spending more time at home and not having that commute. And it's opened their eyes to a whole different reality and what can be. You know, before maybe they were so wrapped up in their day job that they couldn't see that. And now maybe they've got a different vision where it's like, wow, you know, there is another world out there, and there is, you know, and especially if they've been having to commute. You know, you always hear Casey's story of 290 in that commute and seeing the same people every day and thinking, holy crap, I'm seeing these people more than I'm seeing my kids. And so, and it's true, you know, if you're in that same commute every day, you're seeing the same cars, the same, you know. So anyway, so yeah, we do have an awesome opportunity. And you know, just look at Delitra with what she's just reaching out and asking about the caring hands. And yeah, you know what, we bought into that. We're a part of that as well. We're a part of Caring Hands when you sign up as a business partner. So you know, remember that too. That's a bonus perk. So how's everyone else? Got my Unstoppable shirt on today.
Awesome.
We've got to be unstoppable. Don't let the terrorists take over. You know, there's so many times when you think, you know, this business partner is going to be perfect, and then, you know, something falls through, or you know, all I need is this to do this achievement, and something falls through. It's like, you know what, we're bigger than that. Just keep doing what we're doing and be unstoppable. Show y'all my little pack. I'm gonna make it prettier. I went out yesterday, Joanne, running errands. Tried to stay away from your territory. Not, I was right out there in the middle of it. But I put, it's a little zipper pouch that I put some samples in. And I
Awesome.
thought, you know, I know it, and that was actually my goal, was to, you know, meet some people and to pass out a couple of samples here and there. And, you know, I mean, people are out there working and doing things different than they normally do. If you're out shopping, well, now you've got people that are wiping the carts down. You got, you know, all kinds of different extra jobs that are going on out there. So there seems to be more people when you're out and about at locations. So I thought, you know, I'll share some product, and, you know, this is a nice way to you know,
That's awesome.
yeah, to keep it separated in my purse for one, and to just be able to say, here, would you like you look like you could use 22 superfoods right now. I want to give this a try.
I don't think that's a good approach.
In this heat, you look like you could use this by the end of the day. But then I ended up, I wasn't going to go by one of my customers, but then I ended up right there at where he works. And so I stopped in. I wasn't really dressed for, I was dressed for running errands. I wasn't dressed for visiting customers, but I did it anyway. And because I wanted to make sure he had these smart shots because he's a great customer. And so I stopped in, and what do? You ask them how things are going and how's the family, and and whatever. And hey, I wanted to make sure that you're one of my first to try out our new products. Have you ever tried those energy shots? Do you do anything like that? And just having the conversation. And he was thrilled to that I thought of him, and thrilled that I stopped by. Wanted to go have lunch, and it's like, no, I'm definitely not dressed for lunch. But anyway, so it ended up really. It's a good thing. I tell you guys, when you've got customers, treat them special, and we appreciate them. So do everything you can for your customers. Want to keep them.
Well, I was going to tell y'all, I started my water aerobics last week. So I'm here now. So I know I just got in a while ago, but I'm going to have to cut it short.
Oh, dang. We wanted to hear how it went yesterday with Rob.
Oh, it was great. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I tried it, and you can tell the difference between, the exercises that you do with the dumbbells. And even though you could be 3 pounds or 5 pounds, but the difference between the machine and those, I mean, it's unbelievable. That machine is going to be great.
Awesome.
And yeah.
You're not sore, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
Would be sore? No way. She's more fit than most of us. You heard she's going to water aerobics now, right?
Yes.
Well, have a great day, Eva.
Thank you.
Good job, Eva.
Thanks.
That is so awesome. She's always out there trying to do something, water aerobics or walking in the park or whatever. And I think she's managed to get her husband involved too, so that's good.
She's trying real hard. He's a little more difficult, but she tries real hard to get him involved.
Yeah. I think that the more she does, the more he's gonna want to be a part of it. So it might take a little while, but he'll catch on. That's like my Rob. Some things with Kyani, he seems like he's not listening, he's not paying attention, and then I'll hear him talking to our brother-in-law, and he's like, he's using my words. I'm like, I heard that, I'll tell him later. I heard that. He goes, well, he needs to know. So anyways, even though you think that they're not listening, they're listening. That's cool. So Rob, how did Eva do?
Very, very attentive, very listening. Mark, his name's Mark Morrison, hung around long enough. We really had a great conversation. We really connected. We'll be helping each other out. He's going to be referring people over, and I'm going to send people. Like I said, he actually started yesterday, so I'm going to tell anybody on the call today, if you're really interested, message me your phone number. I will connect you with Mark. He started his 30-day program yesterday, and Michelle downloaded some information. He's got videos, he's got written material, so he'll do Zoom calls with you as far as accountability. He's into self-development, so I think it's going to be a good fit. And I told him I had 4 or 5 people that were interested out of the group since I made the announcement yesterday, and he's grateful for that. So anyway, Michelle would probably be the best to ask and see what she thinks. She let me hear some of it last night because again, I'm interested to see what he's saying and doing, as far as helping my business as well, helping each other out. But I would, if I was anybody in the group right now, I would tell y'all take advantage of this because we know that most people's 90-day program is going to start on Monday, which will be the 15th. Why not start with the first 30 days targeted, having somebody accountable, having, it's just a good way to start out a 90-day program, your first 30 days structured.
Yeah. So how much time are we, just give us an idea of what all that his 30-day program entails, as far as how much, is it going to be a time thing, set aside,
Well, if you're worried about time, you need to come see me.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering. It's like, okay, you said, 30 minutes of your thing will do the trick. It's like, okay, so if 30 minutes with you or 30 minutes with him, what's more? What am I going to get benefit from more? Probably 30 minutes with you, huh?
Results wise, yes. I mean, the thing is, machine, you compete against yourself. I mean, and it only pushes back as hard as you push. So there's little graphs up there. So again, competing against yourself, you're not in the gym, you're not in, nobody else is looking at you. I mean, it's a very safe environment. You're not going to get hurt because you're not dropping the weight on yourself. You can't get hurt on this machine. Anyway, you'll have to come see me as well.
Okay.
As Michelle said, and she said it so poignantly, I can show people videos all the time. It's just not the same thing until you get on the machine and experience yourself and you feel the pushback and feel the resistance and it's just pretty amazing. So hopefully more people will stop by and get on it and just for a free demo, whether you choose to do it or not. At least you'll be able to better explain it to somebody else. I'm letting Michelle do that. She would probably be the better one to ask. I don't know if she's still on the call or not. I know sometimes early in the morning she takes showers or something. So, but she would be the best one to ask.
Okay.
Are you on, Michelle? Apparently not.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's busy. So, but I know she'll probably get back on here. She usually does. Yeah. But I would check with her because she was going more through the program than I am. I'm like you. I'm asking her for feedback. What are you doing? What's he got you doing? I know she printed off some stuff from the internet last night. She was printing off some information and that he had provided for her.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Joanne and I were talking about it, and we'll have to come visit you and try it out for sure. We talked about it yesterday after our call.
Okay. I think I have everybody's phone numbers except for Jake's, and I don't know if Jake would want it. I know Jason's out of state. Good morning, Jason. But I think I have everybody else's phone number. Okay. So anybody else that wants, I can send Mark his phone number, but y'all need to either message me, private message, text message or something. Let me know and I can exchange phone numbers. Like I said, the gentleman's name is Mark Morrison.
Okay. All right. Hey, and everybody, I know off topic, keep my daughter and everybody in your prayers, the whole family, because tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. is the court date, but we're getting a little, it's could be a scary situation with the mom and some of the people that she's connected with. So anyways, just keep them in your prayers for their safety and for the kids' safety and for just everything to go as in God's plan. And so I'd appreciate that. And, just God's protection over all of us. So.
Speaking of protection, again, this is not quite on topic, but the WHO released yesterday that wearing masks are pretty much worthless. It's more symbolic. Dr. Fauci said that, but the big news out of WHO yesterday said asymptomatic people will rarely spread anything. So we've been lied to in a lot of different ways. So I posted it on my page. So the whole wearing the mask thing was kind of a big farce.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, how are people contracting it?
You go through the article, they said more people, if I remember correctly, I can read it to you. It's on my page, but I can post it on Accountable Achievers and maybe. They said more people contracting it at home, staying at home within a small confined area. 75% of the cases they're finding are people that are staying at home.
Wow.
Well, where's the virus at then?
Well, I said the whole thing is I've never said it didn't exist. I never was one of those that, there's no, of course there's virus out there, but again, it never made sense to me. I was always taught to go by intuition or by your gut. And this whole thing never made a lot of sense to me. That's why I wasn't going to wear a mask. The whole thing, I had the same question you had, Joanne, early on. I wanted to find out, and I guess I never thought about asking Mark or Kelly to put it out on a poll, but find out how many people that are using our products have retracted, because I know the research I've done, since we've been taking the nitro, I've been taking it daily for 3 years now, just for the health benefits, to find out, that it doesn't allow the virus to replicate. Bonus, like, hey, yay. So I knew I had nothing to worry about, and I didn't feel like I didn't have anything to worry about spreading it to somebody else, because again, it's not going to stay on me. I'm not going to be able to transfer or pass it to somebody else. So they know the whole thing about sitting on surfaces for so long. I mean, nothing is bad that's come out of this as far as us washing our hands and being a lot more cleanly. There's nothing wrong. But I challenge you, if you don't mind having your ears offended, listen to George Carlin. George Carlin has has a great video about germs.
Yes. But yes, he does drop the F-bomb and everything else. But I mean, it's George Carlin, and it was, the time was what, the 70s, and when it's hysterical, and yeah.
He's got some points though. I mean, our immune system, we're so worried about being sterile all the time that we've weakened our immune systems. That was one, and I agree with Dennis Prager. One of the worst things we could do is section off all the kids. We could have built a herd immunity within 2 weeks and been over with all this stuff. But regardless, I'm just saying, news is out there. You don't have to be wearing masks. You're not going to be transferring to other people. We'll see. Like Joanne, we'll see after this, all these rioting, how much COVID cases are going to be coming out after all this quote unquote protesting.
They're already saying the numbers have gone up since Memorial Day.
Yeah. Well, one of my landmark friends that I worked with, he contracted it. He didn't eat anything for 8 or 9 days, and he works over at Houston Methodist as a sleep specialist. He said they've gone up from about 200 cases to about 1,000 cases. So the numbers have gone up according to him. Okay, and he has no reason to lie to me.
Right.
But,
well, Karen's got a note in the chat. Karen, you crack me up. You can jump in and speak anytime you want to. But she says, everyone needs to use some common sense. Educate yourself. What is she doing? Now she's typing more. Educate yourself. Don't listen to the so-called experts. They are not telling the entire story. Always read the entire story before, more testing will always equal more positive tests. That's true. And she's in the doctor's office and she can't speak. Are you wearing a mask? In some of those places, no mask. Good for you. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't want to be that guy. And there's been a couple of situations. I have a freaking mask with me, but I hate wearing it. And I was not going to. I'm the rebel. I'm not wearing a mask. But, if you want to shop at Costco, and you've got to wear a mask. And I love Costco, and I stayed away as long as I could. So I put the damn mask on and went in. But that, and then also Dollar Tree, and I am not a Dollar Tree fan at all, but I wanted to, I know they have those thong sandals for the kids for $1. And why not go in and get a few pairs so they can run around the back of the house to go to the bathroom when they're in the pool.
Kathy, they're not called thongs anymore. They're called flip-flops. I've been corrected by my grandchildren, by the way. A thong is something else now, okay?
Right. Thank you. Yes, and we don't want them wearing those at my house. No thongs allowed. Thank you. Oh, how funny.
That would be a little bizarre. But,
Hey, Michelle, we were talking about you.
I was corrected to a while back, so by my kids. So the guy Mark yesterday, he it's just going to be like an accountability type thing. You do a breathing test to determine
Test your metabolic rate.
There you go. And so he basically writes down exactly what like how many calories you need to take in to either lose weight, maintain weight, gain weight, whatever. He gives you a list of foods that are good for you to eat, foods that are good, that are not good for you to eat. It's just some information, but then he gives you access to all of his information that is like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good. I'm excited. It's a good start to the 90-day challenge. His is only for 60 days, and he has a private group where you can put your before and after pictures and like the different people that are in the group, the study or challenge or whatever you want to call it. So we're all kind of connected that way, and it's a Zoom once a week, but you have access to him. You have access to his credentials, and I don't know everything I know Rob knows more about his background, but he's
qualified.
Well, Michelle, Kathy asked a really good question. She's time constraint. She's trying to be time wise. She said,
Great. Rob. Did we lose Rob? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
She didn't. Did you hear my question, Michelle?
No, I didn't.
The question was, Kat had a good question. She's being time conscious. What would be better, 30 minutes with me or 30 minutes with him?
Well, I mean, honestly, I think both, because they're two totally separate things. Because with Mark, you're working on your diet, you're working on your accountability as far as getting your weight down. And with Rob too, but with Rob it's you're building your muscles, you're building your body, so I think both of them would be very beneficial. Okay. If you were going to choose one or the other, that I don't know. It depends on
I would choose Mark 6-7 days out of the week. You only have to come see me once or twice a week, honestly. Right. I think it'd be better to come 3, but honestly, you can get a pretty good workout just coming twice a week.
Yeah. Okay.
But really, I think it's what you're looking for most. But, having access to his information for 30 days for free, I think is really beneficial. So, and to be able to pick his brain. He's been in his field for over 20 years and has worked at, different places and, doing different things. So he knows what he's talking about. So, he's just kind of stepped out on his own, and like everybody else, he's had to go online. And he's really, you know, he's having to put it out there to just to get people to get started, you know. But he's really into personal development. He's, you know, he's open to anything. So I think he's one that's hungry. He wants whatever, you know, he's not going to shut his brain off to anything, you know, out there that might benefit him and his family. So
Cool.
I think that'd be a really good thing too for Rob. So
Yeah, cool beans. Yeah, and okay, and so what's everybody's plan for the 90-day challenge? Are they doing are y'all doing before pictures? Are y'all just doing your own, whatever?
I did the scan again, so I have, it's not like a picture or photo picture, but it's, you know, it's a scan where it shows all your measurements and your weight, your what is it, visceral fat, your
fat and all that. Is
everything.
Is that in the Woodlands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So that I think is a lot more, you know, the pictures can hide some stuff.
Yeah, you can't hide anything with that.
No,
There's no
there's
hiding.
no hiding. No, it's all out there. But it's good. It's good for you to see that, because that is what you need to really get to the issue. You need to figure out what you need to do and what kind of, you know, workouts, diet, whatever, you know, you need to be slapped upside the head with the truth. So
Right. I can tell you, I know a perfect example of doing that was my son. He did that. He posted the pictures on his refrigerator, so you know, he would know, you know, what he was working on, and what he didn't want to continue to look like, and what a difference it made over time. And it was some life-changing, you know, new habits that you create, and so with that, he, you know, I would like to see what is, you know, the difference in the scan is now. I mean, you can see it visually, you know, but still, as far as his health goes, and you know, breathing and everything is so much better now than it was then, and you know, including, you know, actual weight loss on the scale too, Rob. But I'm sure there's got to be a number, and you know, from the scale that he did lose some weight too, but gained a lot of muscle, and is definitely more, you know, defined instead of, you know, just belly. You know, it's like it's changed to muscle, and you know, definitely a better appearance and just looks healthy. So, and I think,
you know, he may not have lost that much weight.
Right.
But his body definitely transformed, you know, after working out. If he's working out and, you know, watching what he's eating and things like that, I mean, it's, you can't, you know, it's going to change, but the scale may not budge, but but your body will. So.
Yeah, you can get that way overnight. It's not going to go away overnight.
Oh, right.
It's a lifestyle change. If you don't have a lifestyle change, you won't change.
Right.
And so you can do something short term. You can work out for 6 weeks or 6 months. But again, if you don't have, I have to tell clients that very first when I sit down with them, say, listen, I'll teach you how to work out like a beast. I can get you sweating. I can give you a very good workout. But if you don't control what goes into that pie hole, you're treading water. I mean, so I put the onus back on them. Say, listen, I'm gonna teach you, but it's up to you to see results.
Right, and it has to be a lifestyle change too. Just like I was telling Joanne and yesterday, Joanne and Marianne, I did the keto before, the keto diet, before we went to, I believe it was when we were in Orlando. I did it prior to that. And I lost 20 pounds on keto. And then when I stopped it, I ate everything and I gained the 20 plus back. I mean, I gained a lot of weight, and I weighed more than I'd ever weighed in my life. Back actually in January this year, I was at my max weight ever. And so what I've done since, and I've lost 12 pounds since January, and it's been, I still occasionally grab a handful of chocolate covered almonds, and I still have a drink occasionally, and I still have cookies and milk after dinner sometimes, like last night. But I also know that, okay, I'm not going to go down as quick with the weight loss if I keep cheating like that, right? But I'm not, but I'm conscious and aware of it. When I go to reach for something, it's like, you know what, you don't need that. Like reaching for the chocolate covered almonds. I could have reached for those in the middle of the day yesterday, but I didn't. I was like, no, don't need it. So just making wise choices and eating right. And switch to ground turkey. A lot of ground turkey now instead of ground beef, and chicken. Rob walks around like he's chicken sometimes because we have so much chicken in our house, but he'll get over it.
My fitness pal has been the easiest. I mean, I've never really counted calories before, but that has been the easiest for me to be able to track what I'm eating, because it makes me very conscious, because you have to put everything in there.
Right. And I have to use the Lose It app. It does basically the same thing. And I've been doing that. I think I'm on 106 days of doing that.
Nice.
But,
So are you guys starting your, when are you guys starting yours? Because I need to get my papers, the thing filled out.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking sometime this week. I need to, or by Monday. I thought when Rob said by Monday, that sounds like a good. I can do that.
Okay.
So
I'll make sure and have mine done. But yeah, I would definitely reach out to Mark and just have a conversation with him and see what he has to say. And it may fit with you, may not, but you don't know until you talk to him.
Yeah.
Because it really didn't take that long. We were sitting there talking, after we did my initial thing, but it probably took maybe 30 minutes to set everything up.
Yeah. I think the main thing is when, if we're doing something like this, and to, like Delitra already put a post out there, that she's lost, 11 pounds or 12 pounds since she started this journey, whatever this journey is, nobody knows, right? But I thought, okay, that's a cool post that any of us could use, that, it gets people where they're kind of watching you. And like Claire did with her boot camps, when she was doing those boot camps and she was posting that stuff, people are like, wow, dang, you're looking good, and whatever. And it's getting people, what are you doing? Where they'll ask questions, right? So I think that's a big deal for us to, whatever we decide to do, to just make sure that we commit to it, we do it, and we, share the results so people are interested in what we're up to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest problem I have. I have a great difficulty posting pictures. I mean, it's great for everybody else. It's fine. For me to do it, it's not. I'm a narcissist. I do not like posting pictures or bragging on myself or whatever. That's what it seems like to me. So I have real difficulty doing that.
But when
I
people
agree,
are
Rob.
watching you, when people are, and I do too, believe me, but when people are watching you and you're in the perfect profession for it because you have an excuse because you're a personal trainer. But that's the whole gist of attraction marketing is you want to be somebody that people want to follow.
Yeah.
And whether you think they are or not, people are watching what you're posting, what you're doing, they're watching. And and to be an influencer, so to say, that's where you have to put yourself out there. I mean, look at David and Tara. They put themselves out there every day.
Mhm.
And I think they're going to reap the benefits because of it. But and that's one thing that we're going to have to get past is that and you don't have to go post your
Right.
pictures of you working out and selfies and all that other stuff, just different lifestyle type things that you're working on and that you're doing. So
Yeah, Rob's done a terrific job with, you've gotten off of it lately, but you were doing more Facebook Lives or videos and stuff like that you were posting at trips and things. You did a fantastic job with that, and people were plugged in. And Terry does a great job he's always got something going on his page. And Michelle has posted some things in the past. I don't think so much lately, or at least my feed's not, how Facebook works with their algorithms and stuff. I don't know. But, some of the stuff that you'd posted, you get connected with those. I know Jake's done a fantastic job with putting a lot of posts out there, just different things that he's got going on, and especially the real estate and stuff. Now I've noticed a lot of that, and he does a great job with that. And Michelle, with you with their whatever you did, the zip line or whatever and stuff like that, it's like, oh my gosh, I'd want to follow that. And Claire with her bicycle riding and everything that, with the workouts and stuff like that. And then I'm just posting pictures of my grandkids. But I was, I need to, post pictures like Jake did, walking my dog or something, being active. And I just I'm just not there yet. But, but until then, you just see pictures of my grandkid.
There's nothing wrong with pictures of your grandkids. That's great. That shows that you're an awesome grandma, proud grandma. So that's
you're
good.
out there and active with them. So that is a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to be cheering y'all on during this 90-day challenge. I'm not going to start mine until July. I've decided I'm having that changing point in my life in July. July's big for me this year, and that's what I'm doing. And it's going to be my big comeback. So that's going to be what's going to be my whatever approach in Facebook. It's going to be I'm back. So
yeah.
Cool.
You can do up to 4 in a year, so you pick and choose. Some people might do it for the whole year, do 90 days one after another, but doubtful. But the grand prize is going to be awarded to who had the most transition over a year.
yeah, so I'm gonna do it then, but I'll be here for y'all if y'all need any a cheerleader.
Yeah, well, that's not
Those
that
are starting this month.
I know we're talking 15 days. So that's just 15 days difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right around the corner, Claire.
Yeah.
Right around the corner. And that's another thing that I was considering posting was not my scans, but that I was
come on.
Okay, I might, maybe I'll have a drink or something and then do it. But no,
you drink?
Posting something about getting started with a, he's basically a life and fitness coach. And so, you know, we could always post something like that,
Right.
you know, that we're getting started with this, you know, challenge or whatever. And you don't have to really post a picture of yourself. You could post a picture of the guy, you know, this is who I'm working with. And that would, you know, kind of help him. And it would, you know, show people that we're actually out there doing stuff, even though we're in the midst of this, whatever the heck we're going through. It's end times, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, we're still out there. We're still active. We're still living.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy, you had a point, because every once in a while I post something on your story, and I'm totally floored at the people that pop up on there that look at that, because, again, I'm not usually one that does that. You know, the last one we put out, I think I had 53 people, but I'll go through there and say, man, I haven't seen or heard, you know, I've got probably a little over 500 Facebook friends or something, but for them to pop up, I haven't seen. There was one girl on this last one that she was a high school cheerleader. I haven't seen her, like, except maybe on a reunion or something every once in a while. But people surprise you. You know, they'll tune into your story like, wow.
Right.
There's
right. So that's those two that you go back through and you comment to them. You know, you might even take it, you know, to the personal message and just say, you know, wow, it's great to see you pop up on my story. You know, you know, what have you been up to? And you know, what are you? How are you dealing with all this craziness that's going on? Whatever you want to say, and it doesn't have to be weird, even if it's a female. You know, if it gets weird, then, you know, and I'm talking more to the females out there, because I've had it get weird, and it's like, okay, I'm unfriending you. And I think Michelle has had that experience. It's like, okay, we're done. but you can, you know, have conversations. You know, there's no interest there. I'm just, you know, so how are you doing? How are you and your family doing through all of this? How's this affecting you? And when you, what is it that they say? When they know how much you care, that people don't care how much you know, until they know how much you care. There you go. Ding. Smart shot. Smart shot. All right, guys. Anything
one last question for Joanne.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joanne, I'm curious as to Tony. I don't know what he signed up on personally, but what packages are most people coming in at the 600 price? Do you have any idea where they're joining at?
Yes. He came in at the $599, and these particular people are coming in at the $199, and he is using the $599 for the people that he gave the grandma coach. It depends on where they are and what their thinking is. The ones that are looking for the true investment and business opportunity, he's promoting the $599. These others, he's kind of doing, and I don't know, even on the call last night, where one of them said, and you can remember, who was it here in Houston, Sharon Kung, who said, if he'd only got in a year ago when he was first presented the opportunity, where he would have been today. And two of the people, two people talked last night, and it was kind of the same thing. Well, on the ones who kind of don't have the funds, he is telling them that kind of story, that if nothing else, get in and secure your spot so that you don't regret it, because I am planning on building this.
Yeah.
So he's putting himself on the line, and he is telling them that he is going to continue building this to where he wants to go. So if you want to be a part of it, you need to be in, because everybody will then go under. And that's kind of really what he's doing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
got a comment about Facebook.
Okay. And that $199.95 package, it does not include Kyani Pro 2, correct?
It does.
It does?
12 months. I think.
Okay.
I think it's only 3 months, right? Or something
It's
like that.
something, but it's
It's
included.
really,
It
it's
is
not,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, between us, if you look at the product on the $199 and the product for the $399, the $199 product is 1,000 times better
Okay.
than the $399 product. Now, when you get to the $599, absolutely, you know, you're getting awesome product. But comparing the two, in my opinion, the $199 is so much better. I don't know. I truly believe it's the way to work it right now. As long as we've got that, there's no reason not to use it.
Right. Okay. Now you were asking a Facebook question too before I interrupted you.
I think you got to be careful. In my opinion, even when you're posting non-Kyani type things of coming across as salesy, because your friends that know what you do are picking up on, oh goodness, there she is. She's promoting again. So I would think hard and long about the post itself before. Also, if you notice, Tara and David are not posting like they were posting.
Right.
That they have really scaled that back considerably. And then my next question is going to be, for the people who have been posting and doing this for I don't know how long, what have your results been? Have you signed up anybody by doing this? Has there been any real results?
Good question. Yeah. So the more I think Messenger is really the way to go with.
I think
Claire
Claire hasn't she? People that have watched her doing, like, getting out and doing her boot camp. People that I know she's either, I can't remember if she signed people up or they're just people that have watched her and commented and, you know, at least been in front of the opportunity, I think.
No, you're right. You're correct.
Yeah.
I have gotten some results. Some of the people, like Alma, has been watching me for a while and has become a business partner. And I took her in, shared not the overview as a customer because she had talked about health, and look at her now. So definitely I've seen results, but it's not like a massive results, Joanne. I've had a lot of people comment, and I've met a lot of good friends that I know that I just drip on, and because they're watching, and you know that they're watching. So that's
Good. Thank you.
it's just connecting. I've been connecting with a lot of people I hadn't seen in a while. So, and those that I didn't know before.
One thing I want to compliment this group on, and I love about the group, is that we do a good job of bringing people back in. We all reached out to Betty at one point in time, that we reached out to Shondi. One person, she just got to having a birthday, was Jane, and Jane used to post a lot about her fitness journey, and I haven't seen Jane around. I know she's under Sherry Passmore, but it would be nice to try to get Jane involved again, whether she wants to be part of this group or not, who knows. But
actually, Rob, I'm sorry, I have been talking to Jane, and
awesome. Good.
She is working at MD Anderson Hospital. She's doing some kind of research. I didn't know what she did. And I said, you know, girl, I didn't even know I didn't know what you did. And so we've been talking back and forth. She said that she is going to jump in, get back. I could look at my text, but she's going to get busy with Kyani because she sees all the success that our group is having. And I said, well, you know, you're always welcome. So Rob, you're on it, because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. And
You're just awesome. You're just full of awesome sauce.
No,
Yeah.
thank you though. I appreciate that.
And Rob, it's the group. It is the group. You know, that's the way we all think. We all connect with people. I mean, Joanne and I do the same thing. And, you know, yeah, I saw it was Jane's birthday. I put a post out there to her and private message and stuff. And it's just because we're all, it doesn't matter. We're all Kyani. I don't care what group we're in. We're all Kyani. And if we're all willing to work, you know, we all help each other. So, and we're all going to the top together.
If I could share my post with Jane. Jane, I did send her birthday because that's how it started the conversation. I sent a birthday wish to her. She goes, my birthday present to myself is to focus more energy on my Kyani business so that maybe by next year I will be in the running for car qualifying. Seems very daunting though. The rest of y'all make it look easy, LOL. I said, thank you. I said, thank you. You can definitely do it. I'm here if you have any questions or need assistance. So that's basically my replies to her. So
yeah, she's neat. She's you know, she's definitely plugged into some of the fitness stuff that we did last year at this time, and yeah, she's a great girl to hang around. I like her a lot.
Well, I think there was a good aspect where I think it was really started about homecoming last year, where Team Fusion really started pushing this or promoting this family, you know, and again, as far as accountable achievers, y'all allowing me in or welcoming me in, I do appreciate it, but it's that family part, you know, we're all caring for each other. Even if you've been out of the business for a little bit, we can still reach out to people and say, hey, you can still get back in. And when people have a second chance, you never know what they're going to do. You know, they think, well, I kind of blew it the first time. I didn't do a whole lot, and I can plug into this group and do so much better. So,
well, that's how I felt. I mean, when Claire, you know, kept reaching out to me and not saying anything about Kyani, just, you know, hey, how are you doing? I just let her know I'm still here. But, you know, when I was ready and got back into it, it was just like, you know, coming back home. There's just no, you're still here. There's nothing weird about it. You know, just whenever you're ready, you know, let's go. So.
Yeah. And if I could say one more thing, what was I going to say? I forgot.
Take a smart shot.
I need to get me a shot. I have them here.
There you go.
But no, it's just, you're right. And you know, I know what I was going to say. I would love to reach out to Dr. Lave and Dr. Lave's team and those that have come on to part of our business because I know there's people out there that are active and we have not properly welcomed them to the team. Kathy, Jacob, Michelle.
Yep, I agree.
We really need to try to figure that one out. Because I think we're missing on some opportunities.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think the thing is, just sending a message to them if we've got any kind of any way of connecting with them, and just letting them know that, you know, hey, we see you out there. We know you're there. Do you have any interest? What's going on? How, you know, and that's the thing. It's the same questions that we're asking our friends. You know, what's going on right now with, you know, in your life? What's going on with your family and your, you know, how are things going? So
I guess what we could do is find out who's got the closest relationship with Dr. Lave, and maybe we could sit down with her and see who is on her team that's still active and who she feels we could contact. Because there's a lot of them. There's hundreds of them, and we're not going to.
Well, you know, I think I would start with Beverly, and because Beverly has a lot of information there, so you could start with the people that she knows, that she's connected.
Yeah.
With. So.
I've tried that.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
I haven't gotten much response on that. Yeah.
She didn't have a list or anything.
She's kind of like, well, Dr. Lave doesn't want us to. Why? Why not?
Oh,
why can't we contact people?
Right. We absolutely should contact people because it's
yeah. I mean, this is yeah.
I know one of the guys, I don't know his name, but I ran into him at Landmark, and now he's in that line of Dr. Olave. So it's like he would be great if he were plugged back in. So we just need to get
we just need to come up with a strategy and work together to figure this one out, and just go for it. If it's an email, because we got emails for everybody, do like a form email and send it out to them. Invite them to something, a Zoom reunion, Zoom reunion or something. I don't know. We can figure something out.
Right.
So that's my first thought. Some kind of form, some kind of mass email sent to them all.
Yeah, or let them know, okay, you're car qualified now. I don't know what you're doing, but these things this is what we're doing. This is what we've got going on. Kyani's still happening. We've still got, and we're plugged in to a system that's working. We've got the products that are working. We've got the Nitro Extreme prevents the replication of COVID-19. Did I say that right?
Girl.
Did I say it right, Rob?
Can you say that? That's awesome.
But maybe just even reach out to them to let them know about the new products. Maybe they don't know about the new products.
Right.
We just want to make you aware of, what's new and what's happening, and that would make it so it's not so weird.
Yeah.
And just let them know what's going on. There's a regional this Saturday. If you can get plugged in and kind of promote it that way.
I have a thought.
Yeah.
I would balance the time that it takes to do that with the time that it takes to contact new people, depending on the amount of time you have. Just a thought.
But it is nice to, when I was out and just kind of fluttering around, Claire kind of reaching back out to me and letting me know that, she's still there and we're still here, and we're, this is what's going on, and no pressure, but, just wanted to make you aware. And so that was nice. And
it doesn't take a lot of time.
No.
That doesn't take a lot of time.
I'll put a spreadsheet together, because I do have the list. I'll do the spreadsheet, and the ones that are no longer business partners, because there's a lot. I'll weed them out, but the ones that are actually still have volume and are probably using the products and have customers, those are the ones that I'll reach out to. And there's not as many, but I just hate for them to, because they moved into another team and we're supposed to be getting support and we're not giving it. And it's there. We just haven't reached out to them.
Yeah, well, and some don't even realize what,
Right, they don't. And that's why it's up to us to at least put that hand out to them. And I know we're late, guys. I got to get to work. But anyway, love you guys.
All right.
I'll put you together and we'll talk.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
Great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.